Background noise, by the way.
You're
Can you
okay.
guys hear it?
We're missing Evans. We're missing
Yeah.
Evans for the.
That's right. We don't have our sound.
We don't have our sound effects here, which just is slightly disappointing for this show with us. But I think Evans said he's gonna be in the chats because Evans isn't feeling that well. That's why he's not on. So, anyways, welcome back to another episode of Open Chatter, guys. Second last show of 2021. That is crazy in itself. And we have a special guest here, Samuel, who we'll get to in a minute. But thanks again for watching. Thanks to our usual people that tune in at this time. If this is your first time watching us, Andre and Bryan, along with Samuel, we all have YouTube channels. So check us out. We all make different kind of stuff. And yeah, what can I say? This is like my third last video of the year on my channel. There'll be a vlog probably dropping next Monday, and then YouTube Rewind next Thursday, Friday, whenever New Year's Eve, whenever December 30th is, so next Thursday. And that'll be that for the channel. So check me out if you don't know who I am, and because you're on my channel, so may as well. And we'll throw it to Andre for a little, who are you? What do you do?
What's up, everybody? From Brampton, Ontario. I shoot photos, I shoot video. I like to do all that special effects stuff with Bryan, you know, the light painting, fireworks, fire, anything like that crazy. That's the stuff I really like to do, but I just love photography and talking about it. So here I am.
Yeah, you're on the right show.
Yes.
Yeah. Take it over to Bryan.
Yeah, Mr. Regan.
Bryan McGowan, Brampton, Ontario-based photographer, videographer, and if you follow my YouTube channel, you know I do ghost hunting.
There's a ghost behind you, Bryan. There's a ghost behind you right now. Yes.
Sweet. High five, ghost.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine just bring out the spirit box like
incredible.
randomly? Imagine just bring out the spirit box randomly and like you get something like in the show.
I'm not
That'd be
allowed to
wild.
use the spirit box in the house. I am under orders to not use the spirit box in the house.
And,
So,
yes. Well,
but that's me.
that's Bryan.
Just, yeah.
So anyway, big thanks to Sam for jumping on. He has to jump off in half an hour, so we won't waste any more time. If you guys, I mean, basic little backstory with Sam and I is that we actually, first of all, I do like kind of like spotlight interviews on my channel, and Samuel was kind enough to do an interview with me a few weeks back. And if you haven't checked out the video, it's somewhere in my channel. And I figured I asked Samuel to jump on this show and maybe talk a little bit more about what we talked about in that video. So Samuel, who are you and what do you do real quick?
Yeah. So, again, my name is Samuel, but a lot of people know me by Stamina. So what I do is I mainly love to do landscape photography and bilingual hip hop music. So my main language is actually French, and I'm originally from Montreal, but now I'm living in Oakville. And then, yeah, the last 2 weeks, me and Paul, we were actually just at my exhibition at the Weston Harbor Castle Hotel. And that's where like some of my pieces and some of my work are featured there. And yeah, we had a good time, talked a little bit about NFTs, and yeah, here we are.
Yeah, no, for sure. And actually, your art is now somewhere else now, right?
Yep. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, super exciting.
It's at Mama Fuko in Toronto.
Yeah, so yeah, if you guys don't know about Momofuku, it's just it's a restaurant very close to the Shangri-La. And yeah, like I just came in right time, right opportunity, and probably the right person to talk to. And they, you know, their space was very empty like before, and they saw my portfolio and they're like, all right, well, like you got the stuff that's like literally perfect for what we do. So yeah, so I reached out at the right time. Got lucky again, but yeah, it's just simple as that. Just reach out.
Yeah, like I was telling Stamina off screen that I don't think people realize how easy it can be. You just have to ask the right person, say, you know, your pitch is your walls are looking bare. I mean, that's how you kind of got the gig at the Westin, is like your walls are looking a little bit bare.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be interested in looking at my work to show on your walls? Like, it could be really that easy, right?
Yep. Yeah,
I mean,
simple as that. Like you keep it super like concise, right? You don't want to
yeah.
overwhelm them. Like you're a
No.
photographer, you take good pictures and you want to redecorate the space. That's it. That's
Yeah,
all.
I think that's super. I think that's a really cool pitch, man.
Mm.
But then from there, you have to do the entire process versus printing, framing, hanging, all that stuff. That was all you, right?
Yeah. So yeah, the printing. Like I have a local printer. Shout out artprinting.ca.
Yeah.
Always gotta shout them out. They're awesome. They're really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love just to do it on canvas, really, because like a framed art like this, like in the back, it takes a little bit longer. It's a little heavier too. So you can't put in every surface. So let's say, for example, at the Westin Harbor Castle, it was all granite walls. So there's no way we can just drill some holes in the granite and just put up some canvas there. No way. Like they were not allowing us to do that. So yeah, no, very light canvases with self-adhesive bands. Very easy to do, and it doesn't destroy your walls. And it was really interesting to learn the process behind it, because I didn't even know these existed at first. So I had to figure out a way not to destroy the walls. But yeah.
Yeah, definitely a learning process. I mean,
Mhm.
how did you enjoy the overall experience? Like, was it too much? Was it not enough? Like,
Honestly,
how'd you
like
feel?
it's a pretty good experience. Like I think I would say that every artist, if you get your chance to be featured on a wall of a business or like a place where a lot of people can see your work, I think it's like awesome. Really, like it's it's a big thing for sure. You definitely feel like appreciated, a little bit grateful about like how hard you work, and
Yeah,
it's nice. It's like a token of appreciation, really.
yeah, no, exactly. And plus,
Mhm.
you see your own work on the wall, which I think just makes it
Yeah.
makes it
Mhm.
more personal
Yeah.
versus like on the
Yeah.
screen, right? Like it just makes it just kind of like more yours.
Hmm.
But you know, no, that's great. I mean, Mabafuku, man, that's awesome. I love that stuff.
Have you been yourself?
I've been there. Yeah, I've been to that restaurant. I haven't been
Yeah.
when your work's been showing up, but I've been
Yeah.
there.
No, it's been recent, but yeah, no, they have some good food too. But you gotta
Dude,
know what to pick. You gotta
yeah,
go there and know what to pick. But yeah.
yeah. No, that's great for sure. Awesome. And then you also do like NFTs too, right? So maybe you want to touch upon a
Mhm.
little bit about that stuff and like kind of like do you prefer NFTs over prints? Like, what do you like more, or is it just totally two separate worlds?
Honestly, honestly, I like prints more just because you can
Yeah,
physically see it and touch it, and like art in general just looks so much better, like physically, in my opinion.
yeah,
But what I like about NFTs is just it's very simple. Like you literally upload your image, and if you got your marketplace set up like on OpenSea or Mintbase, you just upload your picture there,
yeah,
and you market yourself a little bit, and hopefully someone buys your piece. It's
yeah,
just an easier way to sell your picture, like just as a one-on-one, let's say.
yeah.
But a print is just so much nicer to just hold something like physically. I'm kind of like old school like that, but I like the future technology of blockchain too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because you were saying like when we did the interview, it's like like for NFTs, it's all about just being part of the community, right? Like you need to be part of
Yeah.
the. You just can't upload and like walk away and think you're
Yeah.
getting something. You need to actually
It would
like
be
be
an
part of a
artist's
group.
dream to do that. Literally, you just put your stuff out and like someone random just buys it like that. But
Yeah.
honestly, it's a lot of work. It's way more networking than artist creation, in my opinion. This
Mhm.
NFT stuff, but
Yeah. It's
yeah.
interesting.
Hmm.
No, it's a good tip because I think like Gary Vee said something the other day about like NFTs. Like people think NFTs are Beanie Babies, but they're really like stuffed animals. Versus like it's such a wide genre. Oh, I think it's Michael. Okay, such a wide genre, and you can't really like isolate your work. You need to be really out there and like
Yeah.
who are you? Like, what are you trying to do? Like, what's your story? Because I think it's really all about the story too. Because if you go on Twitter, like people are like pushing their NFTs, but they're also like showing like a lot of backstory. Like it's not just like here's the C.
Yeah.
It's like, no, here's how I got to the C, and this is what happened when I got to the C, and et cetera, et cetera. So I think it's actually more about the story too, right?
Yeah. Well, you probably know Tyler's journey, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a really good example.
He put his whole life story on Twitter. So
yeah, it's crazy, like his journey into NFTs and just him as a photographer in Toronto. So yeah, I had a chance to meet him at a NFT meetup, and that was awesome. Just seeing him and like, talking about his art. But yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it's just different.
It's
very
you gotta be out
impressive.
there all the time.
It's very impressive how he got a good success in that community, because I'm trying to bust my ass off trying to make it work. It's so damn hard.
And there's who are the big NFT accounts in Toronto? There's the Kryptonians.
Yeah, the crypto.
And who else is big in the Toronto area?
Who else is big in Toronto?
Like who are big accounts to like join?
I wouldn't say like accounts, but like there's figures. There's this guy I met. His name was NFT Prince, and he's really big into the space himself. Like he's more of a collector, but he also, I believe, he gets paid for his knowledge, for his networking, because he has a big network himself. And he told me like, yeah, photography, NFTs, like, is definitely going to be something like to watch for in the future. Because right now, not a lot of collectors are into it. And obviously Gary V is trying to push for it. And I asked them too, like, do you guys feel like that's something that's going to be like moving forward, like very big in the community? And it says, yeah, he's like, yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Yeah. So that gives me hope as a photographer. And probably like if you guys, all of you guys on the podcast, you're all photographers. Like if you jump into it, it's not too late, because there's not a lot of collectors yet.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely a good time.
I got your NFTs up on the screen.
Have you sold any NFTs yet?
I sold one back in April, like a long time ago, and it was a picture of my friend at the Raptors parade, which is hilarious. Like it's not even a crazy, like beautiful, like nice composition of a picture, but whoever bought that picture really liked it somehow. Yeah.
Congrats, man. This one's always the toughest, man.
Yeah, honestly,
this one's always the toughest.
Yeah.
And all these NFTs on the screen, they're all in OpenSea.
Yeah, so all of these are on OpenSea. Some of them are on Mintbase, which is another platform that not a lot of people know about. But one really cool thing about Mintbase is deadmau5 is really trying to push that platform a little bit more.
deadmau5, the DJ?
Yeah, like the actual DJ. So
cool.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, wow, like no way, because no one knows about Mintbase. Like even in the NFT world, like it's all about OpenSea.
What happens if I click this?
Foundation and all that, but yeah, OpenSea is Mintbase. Sorry,
this is Mintbase. This is Mintbase, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool, man.
And the cool thing about Mintbase too. So let's say if you, Paul, took a picture, and then Andre like edited it, right? For some reason, like you guys collabed on like a picture or something. What's really cool about Mintbase is that you guys can split the royalties together. So there's an option of you guys get 50% each of the actual sale, the first sale, and also the royalties for whoever is trying to resell it to other people.
Really or cool. If it's like a model, or if there's a model involved.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Okay. Interesting.
And also you can set the limit of mints, so the availability of the NFTs. So right now I have a lot of one of ones because that's what I like to do, just having like a collector's piece.
Yeah.
But with mint base, you have the option to actually like increase it, so you can have like 50 NFTs of one picture. So you could potentially have the price much lower and more affordable for people. Let's say if you want to go to that approach. But or if you do like a big collection, it's really nice because more people can access it, right?
Yeah. Interesting.
Oh, and they have a virtual gallery too on Mintbase, so that is really cool. Like you don't even need you don't even need to construct your virtual gallery. It's like built in on the website, which is awesome.
You guys have the screen up? Is entering stamina?
Yeah, I can see the screen. I don't know about the other guys, but
Okay.
Yeah, it's there.
mhm.
We're going in. Enter space. Is that what I do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. Now it's like you're in a gallery. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you can walk around.
And then I just. Oh, okay.
And then if you click
We're
on
not
it,
seeing that.
No.
yeah, I'm not seeing that either, but I can picture
Okay.
in my head.
Okay, let me try to get out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I guess it doesn't matter what genre of photo you put on as an NFT.
Yeah.
Landscape, city. I guess it really doesn't matter, does it? Or
No, not really. Like, if anything, it's all about your brand, like that you put up, right? So, like, if you do a lot of black and white photography, like, sure, like, just go for it because there's gonna be someone who's gonna like it, and it's very open in that sense where you can mess around with things and just see like how the market's gonna react.
Okay.
Like, I'll give you an example actually. So when I first started to do NFTs. Usually I like my edits really clean, but because of that whole movement of NFTs of how weird they looked like, especially like the non-photography NFTs, I was like, hey, let's try to edit it in a very different way, right? Just push like my creativity and play with the tones, the clarity, all those settings. And yeah, like it just started my journey of being more creative in a way.
Cool. Okay.
Do you guys have the screen up?
Yeah, it looks like a gallery.
Gallery, yeah. Okay.
That's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, and this one's a good gallery, but honestly, there's another one that I'll send you guys a link after. Like it's called oncyber.io, and those virtual galleries are even like more legit. Like you can put like up to like 30, 40 artworks, and you have a different space than like a white wall. Like you can customize that. So that is like probably one of the best galleries I've seen.
Okay.
It's neat. I don't know why I can't move forward, but anyway.
Yeah, you can move forward.
It's really slow.
That's unfortunate. Yeah. Usually you use the WASD kind of like those buttons.
But... Oh, I see. Okay, I got you. There you go.
There he goes.
Yeah.
Video game.
Yeah. Wow. Basically a video game, but that's cool, man. And then what happens if you click on this? Does anything happen when you click? Like you get...
Yeah, so if you click on it, you can actually enter, like it's gonna, there's a
view.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So then you can view it and see like how much is it, or if you want to like buy it, like what's the description. It's kind of like an actual art gallery, but
got it. Yeah. That's cool. Okay. Yeah, awesome. I like that stuff. But yeah, obviously, like seeing your work, like when you actually like hold it, it just feels like more like it's more you, right? Like it's yours. Like it's like your baby, right? So
Yeah,
I kind of get that. I kind of get that. Yeah.
and there's a whole science behind printing, right? Like you
Yeah.
can have like a satin finish, like a
Yeah.
matte finish, or a glossy finish. Really depends on your style and like
The
what you
different
want.
materials you're printing
Yeah.
on create different
Yeah.
effects.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, it's really cool, honestly.
Metal prints versus canvas prints.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly. There's so much to learn, right? But I mean, that's great. That's, you know, I mean, you know, when you go down the road of putting your work up on walls, that's kind of like the learning curve you go through, and that's just how you just learn stuff. You kind of like force yourself to learn it, right? Because like, no, now I actually have to like do this because I told the guy, it's like, oh, now I actually have to deliver it. But it's good. It's a good way to like learn, right? Because it kind of like forces you to do it, which, you know, instead of like putting off, it makes you actually like do it, which is kind of like half the battle. So
Yeah. And then you figure out like the cost, like what's a good way to like make it look good without like breaking the bank. Because honestly, like a canvas is expensive, but if you go like the frame route with like a glass on and then a frame, that gets expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just adds up. Like that's what a lot of
the
people
supplier use. Like if you go through Vistaprint, you can get a cheap canvas.
yeah,
right.
But you're going to notice the quality difference versus a properly gallery wrapped canvas,
yeah.
which you're going to pay a lot for. But
or Costco, Walmart.
Yeah.
I personally use a small family run shop at Georgetown for my prints. But for my good prints, if it's for like a charity auction or something, I use Vistaprint.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good to know though.
No, I would say like local shops are great. Like they do a really good job. They really do.
Somewhere where you can walk in and actually talk to the people is nice.
Yeah. It's important to be able to talk to the people.
And if you have a problem, you've got a person there.
Yeah. Exactly. That's great, man. So like what are your plans for? I know that you're going to go to the conference in Miami still, right? Is that still happening?
Yeah, I hope
they're
so.
talking about?
As long as I don't get stopped at the airport.
Yeah. Oh man.
Like I should be okay. Everything's good. I did want to tell you guys too. Crazy enough, they gave me a free ticket to actually go to the conference.
You're a big deal, man.
You're
a big deal. Of course you're a big deal. You're like the spokesperson there.
Yeah. I like honestly, that was my initial plan to go there and have kind of find a way to like be an event photographer there and not pay for the conference because the conference is so damn expensive. Right now it's at $1,000 USD. Like
how many days is it?
It's 4 days.
Whoa.
3 days actually. Yeah. 3 days.
Yeah, you're saying that Mark Cuban's going to be there and a whole bunch of other.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of big speakers in the crypto space, like the CEOs, like Mark Cuban, investors, all kinds of people in that space.
So there's going to be a lot of like schmoozing.
Yeah.
Networking.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. And that's in January, right? You said January.
Yep.
Yeah.
January 14. Well, January 17 actually.
It's coming. It's coming quick.
Very soon. Yeah. It's crazy. Like time flies so fast.
Man. Well, it's a good time to get away because it's going to be probably like a blizzard here. So.
Yeah, I hope so. Hope it's going to be easy to come back to Canada.
Yeah, I don't. Who knows, man? Who knows by then? You're gonna need like a retina scan. Like, who knows? Man?
It's a day by day thing.
Day by day, man. Like,
give a kidney, you get to come back.
Yeah, exactly. But besides that, what else you plan to do next year? Like, do you have any goals that you want to hit, or do you want to?
Yeah, well, honestly, just keep doing what I was doing, like around the end of the year, just reaching out to businesses and see like if they like my work or not. Like, do my simple pitch, what I've been doing, and then expand a little bit more in Montreal, around my hometown.
Yeah. I know I didn't. I kind of cut it out of the video, but like I asked you, like what do you like better, Toronto or Montreal, right?
Yeah. You didn't put that in the video, but it's all good. No, I mean, to be honest, I got my heart in both cities. To be fair, like Toronto has its own charm. Montreal has its own charm. And I met a lot of good people in both cities. So
Yeah,
at
I love
first,
Montreal. I love
yeah,
Montreal.
yeah,
It's a
yeah.
good city.
It's a different tone. It's a different vibe, right? Like people are
Yeah,
more
different.
about like their, their partying. The partying scene is definitely big. Being laid back, way more laid back in general. But
Great food.
yeah,
Good food.
both cities have amazing food. I would
Yeah.
even say Toronto might even have better food. But I don't know. I might
don't
get
know, man.
I might get
I don't know, man.
torched from my Montreal people.
You
But
might.
The hate
but
mail is coming.
Yeah, I haven't been to Montreal in a few years, so maybe do like a road trip next summer.
yeah, I mean it's not too far from here. Like
No,
No.
no,
yeah,
we
you
should
should
all do a
definitely
road
go
trip
back.
together. No, I'm just
Highly-
saying, like, yeah, like all of these, like all this stuff that you're going through, like they're all like, it's all great content for like video stuff, right?
Mhm.
The pitching to the gallery stuff, like the framing and the printing. It's all good content just to make videos because I think people want to learn that stuff. So you should look at
Yeah,
doing some of that stuff in the future, right?
hopefully
And like,
someone
right?
learns about it.
Yeah, like just like telling people like, here's my experience, here's what I did. Tell me what you think, and it's just good engagement too. So,
Mhm.
but
I agree.
you know,
And then I was gonna ask you guys, what do you guys all think about NFTs? Are you guys planning to like kind of look more into it, or?
I'm hoping to get like a couple up for next year. That's
Mhm.
a goal. Yeah, just to like go through the process and just do it a couple times and get my feet wet. Like I'm not even like in the intention of selling. I just want to like just do the process.
Mhm.
I sell it great, obviously, but I mean, I don't know.
I personally don't know enough about it. I have to do my research, and because I honestly wouldn't even know where to start right now. So,
Mm.
so that's what I
That's
have to
fair.
find out.
I'm still on the fence about it. I might do some. I might not. I don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think I might do a couple. I'll do a couple and do like a YouTube video around it. And here's like my experience, first time NFTer, blah blah blah.
Mhm.
And then people say, no, do this, this. And that's how you just like learn stuff, right? Because people will like tell you, oh, you did it wrong or blah, blah, blah. That's how you just learn. I don't know what I'm doing.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah,
but
just honestly, yeah, that's it. Just gotta
like,
get your feet wet slowly
yeah,
and
to me,
slowly.
it's about the process though. Like what is
Mhm.
the product? What Andre said, like, how do you start? Where do you start? How do you upload? How do you get minted? Like, you need a wallet first. How do you get a wallet? First you need crypto. How do you get crypto? Like all this.
Yeah,
Right? So you gotta like go
yeah.
to the very start of it. So,
Yeah, it's
I
a
think it'd
big
be fun to do a
process,
couple of
to be
times.
honest.
Yeah, but I think once you do it, it just be like the more you obviously the more you do it, just becomes easier, right? You just got to get over the first hump, and then
Mhm.
it's not as scary as what it seems to be, right?
That's
I
true.
mean, you go on Twitter, like there's a lot of celebrities, like even like Steph Curry the other day had just released a bunch of NFTs, man. Like there's some high level celebrities like just dropping NFTs.
It's big,
So
honestly.
big, like
It
what?
reached out a really big like influx of mainstream like celebrities, pretty much,
like
like
celebrities
really
just
big
dropping
celebrities
NFTs. Yeah.
jumping into
So
it. But
is that
then,
good? Is that bad? I don't know, but
yeah, you just
does it
gotta
make
make
more?
sure you're not going into yeah, make sure you do your research. Like if you're
Yeah.
because now I'm just talking to you guys as creators, so we don't have too much risk. But if you're investing into like NFT projects that have utility, or they're just like NFTs that you guys like potentially to own or maybe to
Yeah.
resell or invest long term. There's obviously a lot of good
Right.
projects, but there's also a lot of bad projects too. Really gotta make your research very important. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what Gary Vee said. He goes, you got to be really careful because there's a lot of like bad stuff out there right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because everyone's just trying to make a quick buck.
Because yeah,
right?
like there's a lot of crazy stories. Like yeah, this guy he bought the NFT for $200 and now it's 300K. Cool, but most of these projects, like it's not even close to that. Like
yeah, And also, like, they're not going to be worth that in a year or 2 years time, right? Like, you
Yeah,
also need to think about the long
exactly. It
term
might
too.
crash too. Exactly, the project might actually crash.
So it might crash, right? So you got to be super careful.
Mm-hmm.
But that's like with every kind of like boom, like there's always people trying to cash in for a quick buck.
Yep. Yeah.
But for me, it's just about like personally, just about like the process behind it, and then slowly getting educated with the do's and the don'ts, and like the community, and getting more connected, and right. It's it won't happen overnight. I think people need to take time with this stuff,
Mm-hmm.
especially when there's money involved, right? Because
Yeah.
not like just you're uploading Instagram, you gotta pay for it to be up there, right? So.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Like, and it's good that you mentioned that because it's really easy to be burnt down in that scene because,
Yeah.
like, we were talking before, like the actual podcast about Clubhouse, right?
Yeah.
And Twitter Spaces.
Yeah.
Like, those are really good to learn, right? But they can be very overwhelming. Like, once you follow a lot of people, like, there's spaces everywhere.
And
it's
they're
like,
and they're big, like they're big groups. Like thousands of people are in these spaces.
yeah, that's right. Sometimes they're massive, ridiculous.
Massive groups, man. Like, yeah, it's a little bit overwhelming, but I don't know. You just gotta just kind of like start from the start and just kind of like chip away at what you want to like learn, and eventually you'll get it, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but
That's
stay
right.
tuned. Stay tuned. I like that. That's a goal for 2022. I don't know when, but it'll be a goal sometime. It'll be a goal sometime during the year for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then like this time next year, I'll be on a yacht in like the Bahamas, going, I love NFTs.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like smoking like cigar. Like I love NFTs. NFTs are great. Like, can you imagine? That'd be great, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, there could be more events in person whenever we can meet in person for like the crypto stuff and the NFT stuff. Like,
Yeah.
to actually talk to people like yourself, and because you were at an event like last month, and just a good way to like network, right? So kind of like photography, right? You just got to meet people. Like it's like it's the same concept. Like you just got to like meet like-minded people. It's the same concept, just different medium. So
Yeah, that's true.
you know.
Yeah, and it's probably the best way to learn too, like meeting in person.
Yeah,
much better.
it's
just easier.
Yeah, because then you can ask questions, and when you put a face to the name, it just becomes a little bit more personal. So
yeah,
instead of just an icon on Twitter or whatever. So
yeah,
but it is what it is. And you should also come out to Meetup next year too.
Yes,
like just
absolutely.
Casual. Because then you get to meet Bryan and Andre.
I love to. Yeah, in January, late January. That's definitely on the agenda.
Yeah, for sure. Come out. It'll be fun. Lots of fun. We'll do like a night walk in like a blizzard.
Oh yeah,
I'm always up for that.
That's awesome.
You can get some good shots there too. Actually,
oh
yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
Street cars, woohoo!
Well, you need that classic, you need that classic shot of Toronto, the streetcar and the person with a bag walking across.
That's very iconic.
We can set that up.
You can set that up. Right?
Nathan Phillips Square hot dog carts.
In the snow.
Yeah. The Nathan Phillips Square hot dog carts.
Yeah, exactly.
Then I have to grab one.
Yeah, exactly.
Make sure I have cash on me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, make sure you have cash, man.
Yeah, because hot dog carts don't take
I'm gonna
NFTs.
quickly show your Instagram.
I'll be hungry.
No.
Paid NFTs to the.
Not yet.
Oh, you're putting up my Instagram?
Rock and Mama Fuko. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, man. Super cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. And I like how you added the QR codes too. It makes it a lot easier for people.
Yeah. And I'd say nowadays, like people now they know what QR codes more like because of COVID and everything else.
Yeah,
like,
they know what that is.
before it used
Yeah.
to be like a very early invention, but no one used them, right? There's no use to it.
No,
But
now
now
it's
with COVID, it just
now it's everywhere.
skyrocketed. It's
Yeah, you
crazy.
walk into a restaurant, you don't get handed a menu anymore. You just
No, you
scan a QR code on the table.
Yeah.
don't.
Odd
But think
time.
how much paper they're saving,
Mhm.
or whatever they're saving.
That's true.
That makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. So do you have any like favorite photos that you've taken recently besides the ones on the Weston?
Well, honestly, I would say one of the pieces from Momofuku. I didn't post it on Instagram yet,
No.
but there's
Okay.
one. It's blue and purple,
Okay.
and that one is super super cool. It's just what I did. Give you an insider info on the editing.
Yeah.
I turned down the temperature all the way down,
Okay.
so like super super deep blues, and then I
Yeah.
played around with the tones and I made it purple and pink.
Okay.
But it's not on here. I wish you
Not
guys
on
could
here,
see it, but it's so nice. It's really cool.
Cool, buddy. But yeah, landscapes are your thing, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Here's your crew at the Weston.
Yeah, that was I think the first or second day of the exhibition. It was
Okay.
crazy.
Cool.
It was a
man.
good time.
Yeah.
I saw Jack Armstrong from the Raptors there too.
Ah, did you?
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? What is this
Did you
guy
say?
doing here?
Did you say hello?
Yeah, he definitely had that a lot of energy, same that as he's on the mic every night.
Yeah.
But he's a really awesome person, very
Oh.
approachable, very nice.
He's the man. Jack's the man.
Yeah, his son likes photography, by the way. So I was like, oh, that's cool. So,
Okay. There you go.
yeah, might see him on the meetups at one point.
Yeah, just come out to it. Hello. That's cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Where'd you take that?
So that was
BC.
yeah, that was actually a very crazy hike to get there. It's a
Oh,
30-kilometer hike. So oof,
Casual.
that was
Just
rough.
Casual 30K.
Not a casual 30K, with a lot of rocks and
All right.
potential bear sightings
Yeah.
too. Like you gotta be on point. Gotta be sharp.
Yeah, you gotta be sharp. You gotta be sharp with that beer spray.
Mm-hmm. But no, that was honestly like if you guys have a chance to make it onto the top, Panorama Ridge,
man.
Garibaldi Provincial Park in Squamish, BC, it's amazing.
Okay.
Probably one of the nicest views.
I
And
had
honestly, a
plans to
picture.
go there before COVID.
Oh, you did? Oh, that's
Yep.
sweet. That's awesome.
So hopefully resume those plans at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a must go to. And it was super popular when we went there. We couldn't even book something like a week before to actually get the parking spot there. Because of COVID, they have a restrictions on parking spots, so not everyone can go there, which is yeah, it's very restrictive in a way. So it's either like you have a good timing for booking, or you kind of sneak your way in somehow. But yeah, yeah, it is what it is. But
you want to
very
plug
nice
your you want to plug your Spotify real quick?
yeah, sure.
Let me show it to the people real quick.
And then for anyone checking it out, the Spotify itself, you'll notice that I have a lot of English and French verses.
Yeah.
Like you'll hear a little bit of English, but you'll also hear some of my natal tongue of French just in there. So
do you guys have the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. So which song is your favorite? Personal favorite?
honestly, I would say it's either No Anxiety or Lifestyle Investor.
Yeah.
Yeah, No Anxiety has a really great vibe about it. It's
Yeah.
it just has a really nice and chill tone to it. I just like it a lot.
Cool, man. And where do you get like your inspiration for music? Like, do you get it from a certain place, or just kind of comes organically?
Yeah, I would say it's from experiences.
Yeah.
So like no anxiety, I wrote it because just in general, like everyone, we all go through like difficult stress and hardships sometimes. So
Hmm.
no anxiety, I wrote it because I wanted a song that would feel me calm, like when I need
Yeah.
it the most, right? And that was the whole point. Like I was finishing my studying in kinesiology, and I didn't know what I was doing, and it's pretty stressful when you graduate and you're not sure what you want to do,
Yeah, I've been there.
especially how expensive the city is. So,
Yeah.
like, you got to figure out like how to pay your bills and all that. And
Hmm.
so,
Hmm. Hmm.
yeah, it was just an inspiration for it.
Yeah, it's great. I put all Stamina's links in the description. So his Instagram, his website, his Spotify is all there. So I encourage you guys to go check it out because it's good
Mhm.
stuff.
Which one's your favorite, Paul?
Mine,
Yeah.
I like New Beginnings.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like New Beginnings. Um, but they all got a good vibe to it. But yeah, I think I like
Mhm.
New Beginnings a
Yeah.
lot.
That was like an EDM mixed with
Yeah,
rap. That one's really cool. I like it too. It's
yeah, yeah,
different.
yeah. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Like it's just inspiring that you're doing all this stuff, right? Photography, NFTs, you're putting art on walls, like you're making music. Like it's a lot, right? But
Yeah,
you're
it
obviously
definitely
you're
is.
obviously very passionate about it. So
Hmm.
at at the end of the day, it's not really work. It's stuff that you like doing,
Hmm.
which makes I think all the difference, right? So
Yeah, it definitely makes it easier, right?
makes it
Just
easier to like push yourself, right? Because everyone
and
has
yeah,
jobs, but
yeah, exactly. And like every time it's not every time it's a fairy tale story. Like you're gonna go
no,
through a lot of
no.
lows,
And I
and
I think I think I think it's even harder struggle to do what you want to do versus just doing a job. Like I think it's even
yeah,
harder
yeah,
because there's so much that
absolutely.
goes into it, right? Like there's just so much struggle to it. And
Hmm.
if you can like document that somehow for yourself, I think there's a lot of power to that, just for you. And then if you put some of that out to the world, people can relate to that stuff because they might be going through something similar, right? So they can
Hmm.
relate to that because they're going through a similar hardship. So I think honestly, the struggle makes the whole thing worth it. Because if it was easy, like everyone's going to be a rock star.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's like
Exactly.
it's like it's
That's so
supposed to be
true.
hard. Like it's supposed to be hard. That's why everyone's not Joe Rogan or whatever, right? So not that you want
True.
to be Joe Rogan, but
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You
so
gotta be a certain person, and you
no,
gotta.
it's good. I think it's all about the journey though.
Mhm.
Oh no, my internet's cutting out. My internet's cutting out.
Well, you're
You guys
back.
have me? My
Yeah.
net was cutting out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm back. Okay. That was slightly embarrassing.
It's all good.
Um, yeah, no, I mean, I think, people want to talk to people at the end of the day. So
Hmm.
if you can kind of push out some of your experiences, then it makes your brand like more powerful. But that's just me though, because it's not always like daisies every day. So
Hmm. No, it's very true.
that's just the name of the game. Name of the game,
Yeah,
So
it's a
yeah,
tough one. Like
I don't
if
know. Do you have
like
any?
what were you gonna say? Sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, do you have any questions for us, like Brian or Andre? Do you have any questions for us?
Well, yeah. Well, besides the like I covered the NFTs, but yeah. What is your
Yeah.
favorite style of photography or favorite kind? Actually, what do you guys
Okay.
like to
Ask
shoot?
for Brian first. Brian
Yeah.
first.
For
Yeah.
me, everything. I shoot
Yeah.
landscapes, I shoot portraits, I shoot
Yeah.
concert photos, I shoot orchestra, I shoot
Mm.
abandons, I shoot everything.
Some days all like all on the same day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh
That's
yeah.
Morning,
actually
afternoon,
amazing.
night.
That's impressive.
Morning, afternoon, night.
Yeah, night photography. I mean, if
Andre?
I had to pick an absolute favorite, it would be night. I just love nighttime.
Yeah.
I'm like Bryan. I'm all over the place. You know, and I really think because I've had people say, "Oh no, focus on one thing," but I think that's wrong because when you focus on just one, you get bored of it.
Mhm.
And I never get bored of photography because sometimes Bryan and I will go out and do some night stuff. We'll go do some abandon. I'll go shoot some
Mm.
portraits. I've shot weddings. So I've done lots of different things. So I don't get stagnant
Yeah.
because I don't
Mhm.
have time to get stagnant because I'm doing so many different things. So that's just my opinion on that.
Yeah.
Don't pigeonhole
Don't let
yourself.
what's you saying, Andre?
Go drop
Don't
the
let
Come on,
title.
Andre.
don't let yourself block
Let's
yourself.
go.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
don't pigeonhole yourself because
Yeah.
then by doing all these other types of photography, you learn and you can carry that over into other
That's
areas
true.
and just have fun with it too, and keep learning. Uh, there's so
Yeah.
much to learn. If a shot goes wrong, you wonder why. You figure it out, and then okay, it's digital. So if you waste a couple shots, it's no big deal. Uh,
Right.
so
Mhm.
just have fun with it too, though.
Yeah.
So
Good
yeah,
answer.
that's
No, that's
my little spiel because I will never pigeonhole myself into just one thing because that's when I find people get cranky about it. They don't. I
Mm.
don't like doing it anymore, and I'm like, well,
Stop growing.
I've been doing it. I don't know how many years now, and I love it. I'm very passionate about it. I can talk about it all day.
Yeah.
Make people crazy about it, but I don't know. I just yeah, don't.
Don't let yourself block yourself. T-shirts coming soon.
Yes, yes, they are.
I hope so.
Maybe I'll make a T-shirt. Oh.
Hell yeah. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. You could.
Okay.
You could. You could. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if I had to pick something, I don't know. If I had to pick something, I'd probably pick landscape, I think.
Yeah.
But I'm like Andre and Bryan, like whatever I feel like that day, I'll go shoot it because like
Mhm.
this makes it keeps it fresh in your mind. But
Mm-hmm.
because such a big genre, right? Photography. So like why like Andre said, like why pigeonhole yourself when you don't really have to, you know? But again, like my grid on Instagram is like all over the place. So like I'm probably like the last person to talk to. So but that's just like what I like to do. I'm just gonna go shoot buildings. I'm gonna go shoot like animals tomorrow. I'm gonna go shoot whatever. I'm gonna shoot abandon the next day or whatever. So
Yeah, don't worry.
I don't like
worry.
rules. I don't
my
like
my
rules.
Instagram's the same way. It's all over the place from black and white to abandon, to portraits to everything. Some light painting, me and Bryan will
Yeah,
go
light
do some
painting stuff. It's
steel
lots of
Oh,
wool.
nice. Yeah.
yeah, it's lots of fun.
Steel wool, yeah, that's something we have to do
Yes,
again.
yes, Stamina, you gotta come up to some light painting with us, man. Like it's next level stuff, man. Like real fire, like gasoline.
Ooh. How about that? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like health and safety would not approve of it. Just put it that way.
We're not
Yeah,
OSHA.
no-go.
We're not OSHA approved.
No, we're not. Yeah, you got to come out with us when we do that stuff up again because there's some good stuff, especially with like models and stuff. Like lots of fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Lots of fun. So
Yeah.
very exciting.
I think that's really cool that you guys are like very versatile. Like you guys really like the art of photography, not just one type of shot. And I think that's really awesome. Because I feel like a lot of photographers are kind of like stuck in one ways too. They actually just want to do portrait or they just want to do landscape. Like obviously myself, I'm like really big into landscape, but I love like sometimes I love just shooting like people. It's awesome. It's like a different kind of vibe.
Some like street stuff.
Then you talk to them, right? Like it's a different conversation.
Story to it. There's a story
Yeah,
to it.
there's a story
Yeah.
to it.
There's a
Mhm.
story to it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, it's good. That's what makes it fun, right? Because there really are no rules. That's like, once
Yeah,
once,
exactly.
once you kind of understand the rules and understand like how things are just supposed to be, then you can actually break it because
Mhm.
it's how you want it. It's how you see the shot. So it's not math class where 1 + 1 is always 2.
Well,
That's why that's
and the beauty is, like Bryan and I have gone out, I don't know how many times together, and we even take the same shot of the same subject, but once our
Yeah.
edits are done, they're so different. So it's like it's how you see
Well, we did
that
Mhm.
image.
We
How
did
that
that recently at that abandoned farm where we both shot sunset standing right next to each other. And
that was
it's
funny.
amazing how different the shots came out by the time you take how
Yeah.
we each framed it up and how we each edited it.
Yeah.
It's just amazing how different the shots ended up, even though we were standing right next to each other,
That's awesome.
shooting the exact same scene.
So everybody's an individual. Yeah, just
Just have fun.
have fun and keep doing, because photography is how you see the subject and how you're going to capture it. So, and it's always great to see these the walks we do.
Mhm.
Some people see something there, some people see something there. There's things that I just walk by, Bryan will walk by, and then it was like, oh, so
Mm.
yeah, just keep your mind open, I find.
Yep,
Uh,
that's good. That's good advice for sure.
Andre,
Um,
what's the best shot you've taken, you think, this year, or your favorite shot?
you have
Put
an
on the
hour?
spot.
Do you have an hour? I have to go look through Flickr.
Just like just off the top of your head. Just off the top of your head. What comes to mind?
Oh God.
I love putting Andre on the spot.
That's a loaded question because
Well, just something that comes to your mind when
I don't know. I'm looking at my Instagram real quick.
jeez.
I know I'm cheating, but
you gotta have something that comes to mind.
I don't know. Probably some of my train photos and stuff in the fog.
Right.
Because we don't get a lot of fog here, and if we do, I like drop everything and just go out. So
see Andre running down the street.
no, seriously, it doesn't matter what I have planned. It's like that can all wait. It's like fog doesn't last forever, so
yeah. Oh, that's
fog,
sick.
man.
Yeah.
Let my gear just Brian's the same way. I know him.
Yeah.
Mm.
Is that your favorite shot, Brian?
That is one of my favorite, only because it was kind of a bucket list kind of shot.
Right.
Just one I
That
really
is
wanted.
nice.
The backstory to it.
Yeah, I just wanted to get there and take it. So,
yeah. Do you want to say where that is or no?
it's everybody knows it's in Gatineau Park.
Gatineau Park.
Everybody knows it. If you don't know it now, you do. But
I don't. There's so much yet to explore. But you know what? Like Ontario has like a lot of hidden gems. Not a lot of people.
Yeah,
actually,
it's a big place, man.
There is.
It's a big place.
I mean, there's a lot of photos that I was happy with this year.
That's a vibe.
That's one of my favorites. I just took recently. Foggy morning. I've been here. I don't know how many times at this train station, and it just loved it. So
that's beautiful.
Thank you. So, yeah.
Good old is that Brampton Go?
Yeah.
Good old Brampton Go, man.
Yeah.
Should I reveal the secret?
Reveal the secret, man.
Let me see. Do I have them both on Flickr? I do. Okay. So this shot I'm going to share is another one of my faves. It's actually taken the same morning as Andre's.
Are you gonna tell?
I'm gonna tell the secret.
You're gonna tell? Okay.
I'm gonna tell. So that photo.
Yeah.
Picnic tables in the night, right?
Yep.
Let's see. It's not.
No.
It was taken 5 minutes after that shot.
Ah,
Okay.
I like what you did. That's awesome.
They were
Yeah.
they were taken 5 minutes from each other. I did one nice warm sunrise edit and one moon edit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But they're the
I love
exact
doing
same
those.
place.
Call on
The
that.
picnic tables you can see in that photo are the picnic tables that are the
On the other one.
subject
Yeah.
in that one.
Yeah, it's good frame in there. Good frame in there.
So there, if you see them, they're actually side by side on Instagram, and not a single person picked up on the fact.
I spent all day there.
The magic of editing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Good call with the picnic tables.
Mm-hmm.
There's always something to shoot. You just gotta like look for it.
Yep, that was a good morning.
Yeah, it was a good morning.
My current YouTube banner was shot that morning too.
Nice.
That one.
That one.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, that makes sense.
Good old fog.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Kind of fits, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
We like fog.
Yeah, exactly.
Fog is good.
Mm.
Yeah, that was from a wedding I shot. This is actually, we did things a little backwards, but we did this after the wedding. Like these were supposed to be engagement shots, but we did some after. So she had access to a horse farm, and we just had fun with it. So
Makes sense.
Mm.
so
Hey, you know what? We need the cowboy to make an appearance.
Yeah, you need the cowboy. Salmon hasn't met the cowboy yet. So.
oh no,
Yeah, he doesn't even know he doesn't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, I have no
Yeah.
idea.
Oh yeah.
are you finding one? Oh yeah.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
Yeah.
Real fire.
So that's what you guys
Real
are talking about
Real
before.
fire.
Yeah.
Real fire.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
We also
So
did
that's the stuff we.
smoke grenades in a swimming pool with that same character.
Yeah. As I said, that's what happens if you come out with us. You got to do stuff like that.
Hell yeah. No, that sounds
Stuff,
fun.
you know?
That sounds a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know if you missed your call, man, or you got to jump off or whatever it is. But we're bumping up
Yeah,
against our time.
I'm a little late on my call, but
Okay.
it's all good. We had a
We can.
good
Yeah, we can
discussion and all that, so I didn't
Yeah,
mind
no, for
staying
sure.
a bit.
Big thanks again for doing this for us. This episode will be on Spotify for people that have missed it or want to relive the magic. And
Mhm.
Andre, any final thoughts? Besides, don't let yourself block yourself.
Yeah, don't let yourself block yourself, and just let yourself be creative. Don't put the roadblocks up. Just go out and I don't know how many times I've gone for a drive, just me and my camera, and there's times I don't take any photos, and then there's days when I got like 20 just kick ass photos, and
Mm.
it just the timing wasn't right, or that day was just right. So don't feel discouraged if you don't get any photos in a day. It just means it
Good advice.
didn't mean to happen. So just look at it that way. My 2 cents.
Yes, I agreed. Bryan?
Bryan?
Just have fun with it. Make stuff. Do it your way. And enjoy the process.
Yes.
Mhm.
I think that should also be on a t-shirt.
Have
Do it,
fun.
I'm doing it my way or else.
Yeah.
Thanks again for jumping on, man. I hope you come back maybe after the conference or whatever. You can kind of like tell about your experience. But any final thoughts
Yeah,
for you?
sure.
Aaron?
Well, no, just happy holidays to everyone that's watching. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for having me, guys. Really appreciate that. And yeah, I'm looking forward to reconnect next
Yeah,
year.
no, for sure, absolutely. If you want to stay on, if you want to stay offline for a minute or so, if you have to jump off, jump off. But usually we hang in the green room for a couple of minutes. If you
Mhm.
want to stay on for a couple of minutes. But thanks everyone for jumping on. This will be on Spotify if you want to check it out. And we'll see you next week for the last show of 2021. So we're going to have to figure that out. Hopefully we do something really cool. So I think Evan should be back for that too. So We'll figure it
Meeks
out.
might be back too,
Meeks is gonna be back too.
according to what he said in the chat. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it could be a really special show. So last show next week. And thanks again to Stamina. Check out all the stuff. All the links are in the description. And we'll see you next week. Peace.
Take care, guys.
See ya.